Poultry houses are practically part of the landscape on the peninsula. More than 1,300 farm families working hard to provide food for people in our country and around the world. The chicken industry turns 100 years old this year.
It's an industry that began with an accidental delivery. You can read about that delivery on a historical marker in Ocean View, the subject of today's Marker Monday. This little chicken house is no bigger than your average backyard shed, but it was the launching pad for a gigantic industry.
Her name was Cecile Long, and she married a man who was quite a bit older than she was, Steele.
Barbara Slavin is the president of the historic village in Ocean View, where a replica of Cecil Steele's original chicken house was built. The story of how a multi-billion-dollar industry was born in Ocean View is one the town is proud of, a story that begins with a shipping error.
She ordered her 50 chickens, as she always did.
Instead, she got 10 times that.
So with that, she got very ambitious and creative, and she decided to sell them.
Steele knew there was a market for broiler chickens in bigger cities like Philadelphia and New York.
And she realized that she could get a whole lot more money from them than she had paid.
Steele sold 387 of those 500 chickens at 62 cents per pound. In today's dollars, it's about $11 a pound.
Pure, innovative energy on her part.
The following year, she ordered 1,000 chicks. That meant more chicken houses.
And then they built another one and another one and another one, and they ordered more chickens and more chickens.
In 1926, the Steeles raised and sold 10,000 broilers, something unheard of in the 20s.
People raised chickens for their own consumption, period. And it really wasn't considered a occupation or an industry at all until she came along.
It didn't take long before others got in on the action.
I would say within the first year or two, people started to get the idea, but I don't know exactly. I'm guessing within the next 10 years it became an industry.
By 1928, there were 500 growers raising broilers on Delmarva. Meanwhile, Cecile and Wilmer already had a lucrative business.
They went from being very poor and not really he was a surfman over at the life saving station, and I know my grandfather was, and he got paid $4 a week. So that's not exactly lucrative, but within a few years they were able to buy a beautiful house and have a yacht and have a cottage down in Ocean City.
Today, a historical marker is planted by the replica chicken house. Inside the house are several local poultry artifacts.
Well, you really can't represent Ocean View without a chicken house. You have to pay homage to Cecile Steele. Without her, we probably wouldn't have had half of the amenities that we have. We wouldn't have the strength of the people that were born and raised here.
Unfortunately, Cecile and Wilmer's story does not have a happy ending.
Tragically, they went on a yachting excursion with 3 other people. And they were down in Ocean City in the inlet, and while they were out there, the boat exploded. The other 3 people survived, so what we assume is one of them tried to save the other, and they both went down.
But their legacy lives on through an industry that has impacted not only the Delmarva region, but America and the world. As mentioned, the chicken house in Ocean View is a replica. The real house is in Dover at the Delaware Ag Museum.